Nvidia. Nvidia passes Alphabet in market cap and is now the third most valuable company in the US. Jason, do you know Nvidia?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do know Nvidia, but I don't think people realized how big it has gotten. Because the thing is that, yes, this is a significant milestone for Nvidia as it becomes a Wall Street darling on the back of its elevated AI chip sales, which makes sense because these chips are now super valuable because of the rise of AI.
Yeah, I mean AI is the buzzword, and I mean anything that has AI in the title for like stocks is gonna like just explode in value.
And that is true. Nvidia rose 2% at $739 a share, which is that's a lot. $739 a share is a lot. And it's giving its market valuation at $1.83 trillion compared to Google's $1.82 trillion market cap. Yeah, and the move comes one day after it surpassed Amazon in terms of market value. I do have a couple more things to say about this, but before that, if you like interesting videos like this, consider subscribing. We put out interesting videos daily. We have a library of over 300 videos, and subscribing's free, and it doesn't really cost you anything. So if you like interesting content like this, consider subscribing. So the thing is, Nvidia shares are up over 221% over the past 12 months. So that is already an insane amount of growth. And that comes as robust demand for its AI server chips, which could cost more than $20,000 each are being sold. So companies like Google and Amazon need thousands of them for their cloud services. And the thing is, you have to realize this. Who was Nvidia selling to before? Before all of this happened, before all the AI boom happened, who were they selling to before?
Crypto.
The crypto? No, I mean before that.
Before crypto?
Yeah, before crypto.
I mean just like normal gamers.
That's true. Yeah. So before the recent AI boom, Nvidia was best known for consumer graphics processor. It sold PC makers to building gaming computers for a less lucrative market. So
No, I'm pretty sure it was
it was crypto.
It was definitely crypto for like many years. Like
crypto was pretty big and it kept on growing. Yeah.
I mean, it still is really big.
It is still really big, but now they're seeing the AI money come in, and AI money is good.
Yeah, because I mean, there was like a huge slump because like all the miners were now selling all their GPUs onto the market because like crypto's like falling. So then also like stock was falling, and they're like, oh no, it's over for these companies. It's over for them, and then now out of the ashes.
Yeah, out of the ashes, Nvidia rose up to become the third largest market cap company, which is insane, by the way. I always knew Nvidia as like for gamers, personally. Like before all of this, I was like, oh yeah, you buy Nvidia stuff.
For Nvidia graphics card.
Yeah, Nvidia graphics card. But now it's like, try to get one of those now.
I mean, it's like a different division of the Nvidia's like graphics set. I mean, because like their CUDA design, I mean, I don't know, it's not, you can't really run graphics cards off of these server grade AI chips.
Mm-hmm.
So
yes, I have a couple more things to say because Google was largely expected to benefit from AI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have a Bard. I think they renamed it actually.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think they renamed it, but they did they do have AI, especially since employees at the companies pioneered many of the techniques. You know, there's also like ChatGPT and all these other things.
Microsoft.
Yeah,
Bing.
Microsoft Bing. Yeah. So the thing is, like, Google shares overall are still up. By the way, they're up 55% over the last 12 months. Mm-hmm. That is relatively small when comparing it to 221% from Nvidia.
Yeah, I mean, It is different though because like Google is also selling like they're an ad company first and
Yes,
foremost.
yes, they are an ad company.
So there's that, but also they have Android and other like user experiences
Mhm.
that are like complementary. So I don't know. It's definitely different.
They have a more built out ecosystem
Mhm.
for Google and their products, while Nvidia is like focusing on like these certain things
Mhm.
like processors and like these chips.
So the thing is that also Google has been creating their own chips. Did you know this?
Oh yeah, I did actually. I
Mm-hmm.
knew a little bit about this because the thing
Oh.
is that Google announced a $20 per month AI subscription. But the thing is, I did know that they were also trying to build out their chips because chips are so expensive.
Mm.
Yeah, so they're trying to be built all. They're trying to build all these things out.
Yeah, because I think their Pixel devices have their own Google made silicon in them.
Really?
Yeah,
That one I didn't know.
just like how Apple has the A1 chip, A
They want. Oh yes, yes.
yeah.
Apple does have that. Do you think eventually they're going to be Nvidia is going to be losing market share because of all the chips that these companies are going to be building out? Because that's, I guess, the foreseeable future.
Um, yes and no, because I think a lot of these other companies will pick the best one,
Hmm.
and if Nvidia is like the best, they're gonna pick that one.
Yeah. And the thing is, I think I remember that Mark Zuckerberg came out and said that he was going to buy a bunch of NVIDIA chips. Um, so when someone like that comes out and publicly says his company is going to be buying all these chips, essentially saying it's the best ones,
Yeah,
then it kind of just sends a message to the markets.
that is true. But I mean, it doesn't stop them from trying because like basically they're gonna try to wean themselves off the dependence. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Nvidia's plan is to do. Are they going to keep innovating in this sector, or are they going to go and try to venture out and like create their own ecosystem or create their own AI chatbot of their own that
Mm.
utilizes their stuff? I don't know, because with all this extra like R&D money, they could probably just continue. They could make a whole other company at this point.
Yeah, I think so. I think the next step would be AI.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
with
it
the
would make
amount of
sense.
chips they have and the amount of that they could use,
Hmm.
especially because it's such a like essentially they are the best right now at making these chips.
Yeah.
So I think that is probably the next step on what they would be doing. But the thing is that these other companies are spending so much money on AI development. Maybe it's better for them to wait to see what happens. But I don't know. AI race and AI boom is big,
Hmm.
and people are throwing money into anything that's AI. So if you are the person with the best chips and you come out and you say you're doing an AI development, then it's kind of a big statement.
Yeah, that is true. So I feel like they definitely have to because like right now I think Nvidia is mostly a physical product company
Hmm.
versus like a or hardware company versus like a software company. Even though
Yeah.
they do, I mean they have drivers and other things as well. But I do think like for the most part, they're mostly known for their physical.
I do wonder how big their crypto segment would be if they
Hmm?
split out like how
How much
much
the
like
sales?
yeah, how much the sales would be. Like if they expect a certain amount to
Mm,
go to AI or a certain amount to go to crypto.
before it was there were rumors or like because there was the whole chip shortage, remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And a lot of the gamers were upset because they couldn't get the graphics cards. They're like, oh, we can't find them. They're not on the shelves, etc.
You had to get them off eBay.
Yeah, and people were trying to like figure out where all these graphics cards were going, and come to find out they were just directly going to these miners. They
Yeah,
were
they
buying
were.
them by the pallet load
Hmm.
to go put into their facilities, and Nvidia was like building even more of these GPUs for these. They even made specific miner GPUs that like you couldn't use as a GPU.
That's
So
crazy.
so yeah, they were like specifically only made to compute crypto, and that
Hmm.
was it. So they couldn't even repurpose it. So like if a miner bought these crypto only ones,
Hmm.
they couldn't resell them because they would be useless.
Yeah. Oh, that is, oh my God, that's crazy. But yes, I would also want to know what our audience thinks in the comments down below. Do you think that Nvidia will continue this meteoric rise? And would you ever think about buying Nvidia stock if
I
that's the case?
mean,
It's so high. It's like $729.
I guess it depends on where you see the company going and like I mean there's going to be a need for more computing power, but then, all the other companies are trying to figure out ways to reduce
Their usage or their the
their
dependency on
I mean,
Nvidia's. Yeah.
look at Apple. Apple's like, "No, we're making our own. We're
Yeah,
not going to
true.
use Intel chips anymore because we can't there's no need for like we can make our own."
Yeah, that's true. I do see the market heading that way, especially with Google. So, but we'll have to wait and see. But yes, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.